this video, we're going to look at how we can create assembly builds using the SCM Mobile App. Now, if you're using whip and routings, you want to use the manufacturing mobile portion of the mobile app. That's going to allow you to create your work order issue, work order completion records, and that's another video. This is strictly for assembly builds where we're not using whip and routings. So for this work order, this is what we're going to build. When I'm in the SCM Mobile App, I'm going to select WMS. I'll select my warehouse location, and then I'll select the work orders button. So we can first pick for the work order. That's also going to allow it to make in a much smoother process when we're saying what we're issuing. We can also use this picking portion of the mobile app in conjunction with the manufacturing mobile for whip and routings. I'm going to click pick, and I'm going to select my work order. I have two items that I need to pick for this work order. I'll select the first one. I'll physically walk up to the bin, scan the bin location. NetSuite's going to recommend the bin based on a variety of factors, which we talked about in the picking videos. And I can select the bin I want. I can scan the item if I have barcodes. I can type it in, or I can select it. I'll enter the quantity, and then I can see the list of available lot numbers, which if I have barcodes, I can also scan. I'm going to click Next Pick Task and pick the remaining item. So same thing. I can walk up to the recommended bin. I can just scan or type in or select my item, enter my quantity, and if I have a lot number barcode, I can either scan that, I can type it in, or I can select it here. Now I'm going to go to staging. I'm going to put this in the staging bin. Typically what we would see is for each work center, we'd have an input and an output bin. Input bin would simulate where we're staging the component items that are going into that work order. Output is where we're kind of having that finished good be after it's done with the production process, and then someone will move it to a storage bin. I'm going to select whip 1. And then I can see that these items have been staged. I'll go back to my main menu and click Build Assembly. So again, I'll select my work order. This is where I'm creating my assembly build. I'll enter my quantity of 8. I can print a label if I want, and I'll select Enter Quantity. Then I can enter the lot number of what I'm manufacturing as well as an expiration date. And then I'm going to put it away. So again, this is where I might have that work center output bin. In this case, I have storage bins that I can select, physically walk up to them. I can scan the bin barcode, I can type it in, or I can select it here. Now, if we go back to our work order, refresh it, we'll see that it's now built. Under related records, builds, I can see my assembly build record that was generated. And then these are the lot numbers that I picked in that picking process. Again, we can use the picking portion of the mobile app with the manufacturing mobile if we're doing whip and routings.